Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books? Movies? Podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers!
Welcome, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends to Spoiler Sleepover, Season 3, the Season of Suffering. Suffer along with your co-hosts Jason, Michael, and Rob as they watch and review some of the worst films to ever hit the screen. Now, enjoy the show. It'll be a real scream of a time.
Well, guess what, suckers? This is not pre-recorded like months in advance because Jason Michael's back. He has crossed back over the pond. So welcome back to Spoiler Sleepover, Jason Michael. I have missed you.
Hi, I'm here. I was jet slagged.
Jet-slagged. Yes.
It's
this
true.
Is exciting shit. We have gotten so much feedback from our first 3 episodes of TOON-TOBER, and people fucking love this. Holy shit. Honestly, I'm
fucking better.
I'm shocked at like
good shit.
How much positive like reactions we've gotten from people just want to hear us talk about Courage the Cowardly Dog and Scooby-Doo, and I'm like, this is dope.
I mean, I don't blame them. I want to.
Sorry to break the news to you. We're not talking about Courage or Scooby-Doo this episode. We are going to be doing an entire fucking animated film. You heard us mention what it was last week. We are talking about Rob Zombie's The Unfortunate Adventures of El Superbeasto. That's not the actual title, but this is
The Haunting World of El Superbeasto.
That one. So
I
that's
was
what
like,
we're
it wasn't
talking about.
unfortunate. Lemony Snicket's Rob Zombie's Unfortunate Events of El Superbeasto Halloween 2.
Good gravy. But before we get into that, we are going to keep talking about our chilling childhoods. Jason Michael, what is the topic you have for us to pull out of our bag of memories for this week?
Well, Robert, I got to thinking, unfortunately, and as Rob did state, this is not pre-recorded as the past 3 episodes have been. We talked about this in a previous earworm from last month. So unfortunately, when Jason returned to the States, Ace Frehley, the legendary lead guitarist of Kiss, did unfortunately pass away. And last month I was able to see him, and a big Kiss fan I was as a child. Growing up a little bit, kind of went into different music, but Kiss has always kind of been in the background. So that was another hit that rock and roll has taken throughout this year. And then 2 days later, the bass player for Limp Bizkit. So it's been a bit of a rough year for music, to say the absolute least. But with that being said, first off, rest in peace, Ace. As a kid, one of the favorite things that I like to dress up as, you like to dress up as Dracula. I thoroughly enjoyed dressing up as Peter Criss. So the Catman, the drummer of Kiss. I don't think we posted the picture yet, but when I talked about during the summer being in a band, dressing up as Kiss and then performing, we'll post that picture. But I did get to finally dress up in full Peter Criss costume. And it was great.
Dude, you look so fucking good, too. Like,
thank you.
It looked perfect. Like, I saw it, and I was just like, where's Oh, yeah, the drummer. That's Jason Michael. Like, dude, you, like, all 4 of you just blended so fucking well that, like, obviously I can tell that's not Gene Simmons because he looks like a a corpse that washed up on the shore of fucking Nantucket somewhere now. But you definitely like embody that fucking role so goddamn well. I can't wait for you suckers to see the photo. It's fucking wild.
Thank you. Yeah, so I enjoyed dressing up as Peter Criss for many years. There was one time where at my school we used to do a Halloween dance, and I was planning out in my mind to make a custom, from like scratch with tinfoil, Ace Frehley Space Ace costume with like cardboard giant circles that go around the shoulders with tinfoil, wrapping it up, making it shiny and shit. And then I got grounded. So I didn't go to that dance and I didn't make the Ace Frehley costume, but it was in spirit. So that's my wonderful little chilling childhood. Rob, you have a wonderful story from your childhood for us?
I mean, I think Halloweens were always just pretty much generic for me. Like we would, we trick-or-treated in our neighborhood. Every once in a while, we would go out to my grandma and grandpa's neighborhood, which was like in the woods, hoity-toity in Connecticut. So like everyone had full-size candy bars. It was nice, but we didn't do it too often because that road was fucking treacherous.
I believe it.
I have more of a teenage memory. So there was, when I was a teenager, in my using years, I had a buddy named Tom. I have no idea where he is now. No idea what's going on. We lost touch pretty quickly. But he, one year he said, so we're going to this party. And I said, yeah. And he goes, I need a second for this costume. It's not a couple's costume, but it's a couple's costume. And I was like, okay, what are we talking about?
Going in a giant pair of underwear together.
Well, he goes, so first of all, do you have your costume picked out? I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, well, so I'm going as Riff Raff. And I was like from Rocky Horror Picture Show? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. And I was like, wait, who the fuck do you want me to dress up as? And he goes, would you be down to dress as Frankenfurter? And I was just like, dude, say fucking less. Yes, absolutely. I will dress as Frankenfurter. So full on like Teddy, thigh highs, high heels, the whole fucking shebang. He footed the bill and got me everything I needed because I was like, I work at Target. Like, I don't have the money for this shit. So
I require photo evidence if there is any somewhere in the world.
If there is, my mom has to have it because we got ready at my parents' house when I lived in Connecticut still. This was still in Connecticut. And my mom was like, all right, why are you guys cackling upstairs? Like, what's going on? And so he came down first, and my mom's ex-husband was like, holy shit, you're Riff Raff. This looks fucking amazing. And my mom was like, oh no. And I was just like, yeah.
I know what's next.
Yeah, I'm at the top of the stairs, and I'm like, Tom, hit it. And he put on Sweet Transvestite, and I came down the stairs, and my mom was like, I've seen far too much of you. I am so uncomfortable right now. And I was just like, this is amazing. But
that's awesome.
It was an amazing win-win because the party we went to was at a friend of his house who lived in a raised ranch, kind of like in like a more wooded area. Like it wasn't the woods, but it was like a nicer upscale neighborhood. The house backed against woods, and the entire back of the house was just floor to ceiling windows, in-ground pool, and this big stone patio on the ground level. And then the second and third floor had patios, and they had decorated all of them with lights. There were beer pong on both levels. People were outside, everything. So my other costume, the costume I initially was going as, was Michael Myers. So I had the whole jumpsuit and the mask. And I said, I'm doubling down. And he goes, what do you mean? And I was like, bitch, you're showing up alone, quote unquote. And I'm going to fucking terrorize a house full of strangers because I fucking knew nobody there other than him. And he was like, what do you mean? And
that's
so,
what you got to do.
And yeah, so I put the fucking costume on over my Frankenfurter costume, and I walked into the woods and just waited. Mask on, everything. And it took far too fucking long. It felt like an eternity, but I think it's still, even 20 minutes was still a long time, but I'm pretty sure that's how long it took until somebody noticed. And it was a girl, and I watched her like do that lean forward, like, am I seeing what I'm seeing right now? And then like move closer to the railing and really look. And then she like jumped up, like straightened up and screamed and like turned, and there were so many people around her, she didn't like know where to go. And then everyone like turned and looked and then saw me, and both floors noticed, because one girl screamed, everyone ran inside, like started moving inside. As soon as I saw them start moving, I just started like full blown sprinting towards the house. I was like, Michael Myers doesn't run, but I was like, I'm going to do it anyways. And I did. And everyone was like stumbling over each other. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. And so then I ran around to the front of the house, ran to his car, took all that costume off, and then walked to the front door and knocked on the door. They had cut the music and the lights, so it was like dead silent in the fucking house.
That's awesome.
And I just gently knocked on the door, and then someone opened the door like, well, are you okay? What's going on out there? I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, what the fuck are you wearing? I was like, I'm Frankenfurter. And they were like, are you Tom's friend? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, come in. There's some strange guy in the backyard. And I was like, that's weird. So I walked up to the patio and I was like, there's nobody out there. And then they turned the lights on. The party resumed. But like, I said nothing. And it wasn't until we were leaving the party that one of his buddies was like, dude, was there really somebody out there? And I was like, yeah, it was me. Thanks for having me at the party. And I fucking left. But,
part of me was hoping you played that close to the chest and didn't tell a soul. So like we're going to find out that one of the people that went to the party is actually an avid listener to the podcast, and they're just driving to work right now going, you son of a fucking bitch.
I never saw any of those people again either, which is so good. So I have no idea if the dude hosting the party ever told anybody. I'm hoping he didn't, because that would make it fucking amazing. But
yeah,
it was
people living out their lives thinking they just got almost murdered at a fucking Halloween party.
That was the one and only time I dressed. Well, that's not true. It was the one time I dressed as Frankenfurter to go to a party. I've dressed as Frankenfurter to go see Rocky Horror Picture Show live. But yeah, that was
not just for fun.
No, I don't. Different podcast, different time in my life. We'll maybe touch on that at a different time. But yeah, so
there you go.
Those are our chilling childhood memories. Honestly, I don't know if we've asked, but I mean, the fucking Halloween is literally days away at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Please just hit us up. Let us know about some of your favorite childhood memories. Send us a voice recording or, type it out, whatever. We'll compile something. We'll release a little like listener. If you want to be anonymous, it's totally fine. We'll keep you anonymous. But it'd be really cool to have like a compilation of some of the suckers' chilling childhood memories.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this damn thing. It's fucking.
So, for those of you that have been following along with TOON-TOBER, Rob was not too keen to talk about the haunting world of El Superbeasto. He was not thrilled the first time he attempted to watch it.
Nope, was not.
You never finished it, right? Before that?
No, I did. I had watched it the year it came out. I bootlegged it,
of course,
because I think it was the only way I could see it. I don't think, because if memory does me proper, I don't think it had like a super limited theatrical run. So I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if it actually did play, and I was like, I don't know, because I love Rob Zombie, but yeah, I bootlegged it. I also watched it fucking shit-faced, because this was back in my days of like putting it back. But yeah, I hated it from like the moment the movie, the opening of the movie is fucking great. And I was like, okay, this is promising. And then it just went downhill. So this was literally my second time ever watching this movie since it came out.
Yeah, I remember not liking it, but I think when I watched it, that was prepubescent Jason, and there's probably a reason prepubescent Jason thoroughly enjoyed this movie. But hey, as the song states, it's okay to masturbate to a cartoon.
They do it in Japan. Yeah,
that's true. Rub one out for the USA.
It's the most problematic. So much about this movie, I was just like, wow,
so much. So, all right, so let brief synopsis here.
Well, I was going to say, first of all, this movie came out in 2009, so we'll start there.
Yes.
Written and directed by Rob Zombie, also co-written by Tom Papa. Now there's a slew of other people that helped co-write this, But those are the two main writers for this experience, I guess is the best way to put it. The best thing I can say is like Tom Papa's humor is this movie. You can very much see that, like, it's hard for me to figure out writing wise where Rob Zombie had an influence in this. Anyway, so yes, the brief synopsis, go for whatever 2 sentences you have to describe this movie.
It is a luchador superhero that beats up people, but he's also a jock that loves banging chicks, and there's a lot of nudity.
Yeah.
a lot of cartoon tits and ass and very just potty humor the entire time, and it's like, what was the point of all of this?
So
like, I get it in a lot of Rob Zombie movies, it's like all of a sudden, bam, tits, and it's like, okay, cool. This was just like, why for the sake of why?
Literally. This is based off of his short-lived comic that he had running for a while. It was bagged at comic book stores that did sell it, so there was no flipping through it. Even some of them were black bagged because even the covers were unseen. Yeah, so El Superbeasto is a pseudo like superhero, lucha libre, but also a detective. Like, he's just kind of like a little bit of everything balled into one, but he's just a horny
He's a
drunk
director in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, he's kind of a jack of all trades. So in the comic books, each comic, he has like a different part-time job, if you will. But this one, again, like I stated, my first time watching it, in this being my second time, the opening, just the opening, like the way the movie is legitimately actually introduced is awesome because it is.
It's Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein. Yeah.
Yeah. A cartoon Van Sloan comes out and goes, "How do you do?" And it's like, yes,
it's
sold.
It's so good. And so on my second watch, I didn't remember that opening. And I was like, all right, maybe I was just so drunk. I was not in a good place emotionally or mentally. Maybe I just made a prejudgment on this movie. Maybe this is actually going to be really good. I've been wrong about prejudgments or past judgments of movies.
Conjuring.
On this podcast, you guys have heard me. The Conjuring. I mean, we're going to do an entire fucking episode on it, but I watched Last Rites, and I'm just going to say nothing. It'll be an episode. But
okay. We'll get Christine.
Yeah, there have been a lot of movies that, for example, Jack Frost, complete opposite. Used to love the movie, fucking hated it on a rewatch. So like,
tremendous.
I'm of the mindset of like, just because you saw something once and you hated it doesn't mean that it's bad now. You age, you grow, you change. Try things. If at first you don't like it, try again. But yeah, no, fucking just no. There are the references to his movies, his music, and failed ideas and projects throughout the movie are cool. He had
the Devil's Rejects, Spalding.
Yep.
He had the Tyler Mane, Michael Myers.
He had that.
Hey!
Also, the main carrying point that hits midway through the movie, I guess. He had done a short fake movie trailer for the Grindhouse movies, the Werewolf Women of the SS. And there was talks of that actually being one of the next Grindhouse movies. Like, Rob Zombie he has a script. He announced he had written an entire script to make that a live action Grindhouse film. And then we saw nothing. It never came to fruition. I'm still kind of disappointed about that, to be completely honest. I want more Rob Zombie movies. And I thought that would have been really cool. So we get that as like the underlined kind of carrying plot for this movie with Dr. Satan. And then there's
Dr. Satan.
We get the Werewolf Women of the SS, but we also get like zombie Nazis and Hitler's head in a jar. It's just,
we get the Phantom Creep.
Yes, we get the Phantom Creep.
Such a fucking simp for yet another Sherry Moon zombie character.
Yep.
Who's literally just tits out galore. It's like, okay, all right. It's so weird. Like, you were like, I gotta watch this movie. I'm at work. I don't think I can watch it. And I'm like, go for it. Within the first 30 seconds, and you're like, nope, can't do it.
Yeah. I hit play and I was like, oh, this intro is fucking dope. And then it started and I was like, oh, cartoon porn. No, I value my job. I need to shut this off yesterday. Like, this is not okay.
That's exactly how this movie starts off, is with a cartoon porno, because El Superbeasto is recruiting sexy women to be in his porno, which is about a pizza place.
Yeah, I guess
something about meatballs or something, and then they turn into werewolves and bite him in the ass after sucking on his gross, disgusting, festering toes and shit.
That turned my stomach. I was like, that is fucking...
It was not great.
I get it's a cartoon, but gross, dude.
I looked at it and went, oh. Yeah, and he kills them, as he pretty much does with every single monster in this entire movie.
Yep.
And from that point, he goes to the club, and it's got a couple references of people everywhere. There's the Invisible Man, the Bride of Frankenstein, there's a werewolf, there's Jack Torrance. There's references galore. It's cool.
Yeah.
But at the same point, it's just like, we meet Velvet Von Black. She can inflate her tits. And we see an anatomical, I think that was one of the first things I remember seeing advertised of this movie in like a Fangoria magazine, maybe, was the anatomical like profile of Superbeasto.
Yeah.
And it's just like the peanut in the brain and the bulge in the pants. And we're like, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm intrigued. It's so weird. And Dr. Satan is his old high school nerd rival or something. He bullied him. Superbeasto bullied Dr. Satan, Steve Wachowski, as a kid. And now he's Dr. Satan. But everyone knows he's still Steve Wachowski, because in the newspaper it said Steve Wachowski recently purchased the corpse of King Kong. Oh, weird. Yeah. I thought it was the monkey that was voiced by SpongeBob, which is hilarious. It's Tom Kenny as Otto, the gorilla, and hearing the voice of SpongeBob come up with some vulgar ass shit sometimes is like,
yeah. I mean, the references popping up, like Otis Driftwood shows up and Captain Spaulding show up. They were both voiced by Bill Moseley and Sid Haig, which is really cool. Like, he got a lot of those people back. I mean, Tyler Maine's even fucking credited in there, even though he doesn't have a fucking spoken line. Like, it just says Tyler Maine, Michael Myers. You're like, he didn't fucking say anything. Like,
Daniel Roebuck is in there.
Yeah,
somewhere.
He is. Yeah. I mean, there's it's a really cool collaboration of just voice actors and actors in general who aren't voice actors doing things. I mean, like, you can tell too, like when Sid Haig speaks, it doesn't sound like Sid Haig. Like, well, it doesn't sound like Captain Spaulding. Like, I've met Sid Haig, I've talked with him. It sounded like Sid, but not like Captain Spaulding. To be fair, if you took all of the nudity out of it and all of the over-the-top, unnecessary fucking sexual shit out of it, there's the potential for a pretty decent movie, to be completely honest. If this was played a little bit more serious and not so how much can we get away with a cartoon, because that's really what it felt like. Yeah, I feel like there's a decent movie in there. There's at least a decent idea, but we don't get that. Like, we get basically an hour of just anime porn and 20 minutes of plot that, like, all sum up pretty quickly. I'm a little disappointed. Second watch was not worth it. This is 100% my fault. Like, this was my pick. I picked this. I said,
did this, you son of a bitch.
Well, and it was for good reason. I love Rob Zombie. This is the only movie he has made that I don't like. I didn't like 31 the first time I watched it. I was like, what was the point of this movie?
Still haven't seen it.
Years later, rewatched it. I was like, the fuck was wrong with me? This movie is awesome. Like, it's so good. And I still watch it as regularly as I possibly can. I really like it. Out of all the movies, he's made one movie that I just do not like, and it's this one. I don't know, man. It's very strange. So, I mean, the end point of this is that Dr. Satan is looking for a woman who has the mark of the beast. They call it a birthmark on her ass, and it's the number 666. And this, whatever her name Black is,
Velvet Von Black.
Yeah, Velvet Von Black. Jesus fucking Christ. She has it.
She's a card.
Voice acted by a black woman, animated like a white woman who says racial slur. Like, it's very confusing. Like I had issue with it. I'll just say that I had issue with most of this movie, but that was the one thing that really, like, I had trouble letting go of. I was like, this is fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
But he needs to marry her so that they can bring the Antichrist to Earth, basically. That's the whole fucking point of the movie. And then,
it's like be married at midnight on, like, maybe Halloween, I guess. Yeah. And then he'll be hulked out as some giant devil character. But when he sees, he has the ability to see every single woman in the shower and the can and the whole 9 yards. And then he sees Velvet Von Black on the stripper pole. Actually, no, she's bouncing off of Beasto.
Mm-hmm.
And then upside down, he goes, "Is that it? Is that the mark?" It looks like it's 999 if you were to look at it correctly. Mm-hmm. And then Otto goes, "It looks like it's the product of G-string chafing." It's like, that's unsettlingly painful, but hey, could be. It's weird, and it's so undone in such a weird way too. And I'm so glad they looked at it and went, "Really? Is this the best we can do? Yes, you writers. Is this the best we can do?" Some of this movie makes no sense. Some of this movie feels like it's just completely not necessary in any way, shape, or form. Again, the whole Phantom Creep being a simp for Susie X, I get it. But I like the Phantom Creep as some badass spooky robot who dances in the background.
Yeah, dude.
I don't need him being like, "Oh, hi, Susie."
Yeah, it drove me nuts. Like, my left arm has band tattoos. Like, it's my music arm. So I put, like, bands and musician logos and whatever on this arm. And I want the Phantom Creep for my Rob Zombie tattoo.
Still get it.
And I'm still going to get it because I'm going to get the one from the White Zombie album that's on the insert for the CD, because that's, like, the first time that it was, associated with Rob Zombie in some way. I really like the design. It's a really cool one. So seeing him in the trailer, when I saw the trailer for this, when it first aired, I was like, oh shit, this is going to be awesome. Nope. No, it was...
Boy, was I wrong.
Fucking, yeah, I was so wrong. Like, there's just so much... I want so badly to know what the fuck was going on with Rob Zombie at the time to be like, this is a great idea. Like, it's so off base from everything he did before that, and even after. Like, it does not make fucking sense. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't wrap my head around it.
I'm sure there's a niche audience out there for it somewhere. I'm sure there is, because there is for every single movie under the goddamn sun. But, like,
yeah,
I mean, you can kind of tell by my tone right now. I was looking forward to watching this again. I don't think it was as good as I originally remembered it, but man, there was just so much to this movie that I remember enjoying. I couldn't honestly wait for it to end, which felt really bad to say, but it was like, fuck, man. Again, there was some really good stuff. There was some funny stuff, like where Susie's like, "Hey, where's my theme song?" And the guys are just making it up as shit goes along. It's like, "Oh, she's jumping over the bike and it exploded. Oh, all the zombies are done now." They all pull in on motorcycles. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking great.
That was the other thing I forgot about this movie, is there's so much fucking music in it. And it's not like, hey, it's a Rob Zombie. No, it was just like schlocky, cheesy fucking...
It was Scooby-Doo like.
But worse. Like, Scooby-Doo is at least enjoyable. This was like unlistenable. It was bad.
I mean, I enjoyed the animation style too. If there were some aspects that reminded me of like old, Hanna-Barbera, a little bit of, some Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, sometimes like the way their mouths moved in ways.
Yeah, I mean, this was very
good
inspired by like Ren and Stimpy. That's the animation style that I pulled from it. I was like, it's very Ren and Stimpy, especially the gross, like the close-ups and stuff like that, the fucking disgusting toes and shit. But even then, I mean, there were animation moments that were just bad. Like, it's really hard for me to find any saving grace in this. And y'all know, I love fucking Rob Zombie. I love his music. I love his movies, just not this fucking one. And I'm not a prude. That's fucking known, man. Like, I've been pitching the idea. Here's a peek behind the curtain. I've been pitching an idea of Jason Michael since season 1 of doing like a short series of the importance and history of nudity in horror, because there is a history, but there also is a reason and importance when it is used properly and for the right reasons and why it exists. And I've pitched the idea a few times, and he's like, yeah, maybe. And I'm like, all right, yeah, no, that's fair.
Let's get a couple seasons under our belt before we jump straight into nudity.
But this is,
I know, rip the Band-Aid off early, but hey,
right. But this is not even a step too far. This is a fucking sprint way too fucking far. It's too much, man. Like, this
is a giant Satan-sized hoof print on your brand new pain-in-the-ass bride gone too far. That's a fucking stupid way to end it. It's just like, oh yeah, due to the Satan like appendix or whatever the fuck, the book that just shows it. It's like, if he steps on his brand new bride of the full moon, he'll revert back to his original size. Seriously?
Yeah.
No giant fucking fight scene with the gigantic Satan who's literally tearing through people and destroying everything, wreaking havoc to the Benny Hill theme song. Which
is great.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah. I liked his dance move before he fapped for the first time too, when he rips his robe off and like does like the Running Man and shit like that.
Yeah.
That honestly, at the end of the day, like, Dr. Satan, like, his moments in the movie were good. Like, he was the only
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, and I love Paul Giamatti. He's fucking hilarious. But this was
Big Fat Liar.
This was, oh Jesus, great that's where movie. You go? That's weird.
You're welcome.
I'm curious if there's I really like John Waters. I like his movies. He is known to just, not push the line, but erase the line and then run as far as he can away from where we're supposed to be. And even he, at times with certain movies, will release what he calls neutered versions, which take all of like the extreme shit that he puts into his movies out to make it like an R-rated film. And because most of his movies are X or more, because like he shows penetration, he shows buttholes dancing and shit like that. Like John Waters is fucking insane. If you've never seen Pink Flamingos and you're looking for something more fucked up than Terrifier, watch that movie. It's fucking amazing. But even John Waters knows like that he's an amazing writer. He's a very good director, and what he writes, like what he directs and what he puts on film isn't for everybody, but he still wants his shit seen. So he'll neuter his own film to get it out there so that a general public can maybe stomach what he's created. I would be very interested to see a neutered version of El Superbeasto. I feel like there must have been a lot that was potentially shelved idea-wise and just replaced with more tits. It was, I don't know. Again,
honestly, I'm surprised there wasn't as much animated dick.
Honestly, to be fucking very blunt, if there was more of that, I wouldn't have been so fucking offended. The movie still wouldn't have been good, but dude, throw some fucking, we get a robot dick. I guess it's a fucking canon, but like whatever.
I was going to say. Again,
there's a good story in there. It's just completely destroyed by what the final product is.
There's a lot of things where you look at it and you just go, that was a unnecessary scene for the sake of showing tits, or like that was just so unnecessarily stupid of an ending where you could have done literally anything else. It could have been animated, a fucking giant Satan fight scene. Nah. I get it. His comic book, he had a vision. We trust Rob Zombie, our Lord and Savior, Robert Zombert. But at the same point, dude, like this just didn't hit. There's a few things that did, like a couple things I chuckled at, like when all of a sudden it's no longer the Führer's head, but it's the fucking lead Nazi zombie stuck through a stick, and Susie's being like, well, if this was the second coming of the Third Reich, wouldn't it technically be the Fourth Reich? And then there's a guy that goes, she's right. And he goes, hey, Wilhelm, shut up.
Yeah.
It just made me chuckle. It was great. But the rest of it was just like, oh, God, this fucking movie, it can end.
Yeah.
It can end right now, and I'll be happy.
There are a lot of good one-liners throughout it, like moments in general. Absolutely. Not to mention the fact that there's 3 fucking endings to the goddamn movie. It's just the movie ends and then the movie starts up again, and then the movie ends and then the movie fucking starts up again. It's like, dude,
the fucking elevator attendant,
hilarious. And then even then, he rips his skin off and he's a fucking topless woman. It's just like, dude, we get it. Not necessary.
But it's okay. Otis comes and shoots the country singers.
Yeah, we get the return. We actually get to fucking hear fucking Banjo and Sullivan sing a song for the first time, because they don't do it in Devil's Rejects. That's for shit sure. One fucking Sullivan gets his skull crashed in, and Banjo, or whatever the fuck his name is, gets his face skinned, and then his wife gets to wear his skin, and then she runs out and gets fucking plowed by a Mack truck. By the way,
why are we not talking about Devil's Rejects?
I was going to say, by the way, I got to see that 20th anniversary of that movie. That movie came out 20 years ago on October 6th. Which happens to be my birthday. And so for my birthday this year, it came out on a Monday, which you all know I go to the movies on Mondays. And so I got my tickets and I went and saw it on my birthday, and I had like a fucking I don't even know, man. I had a full ass moment because I was sitting there and I was like halfway point in the movie and I'm like, fuck, I'm 40. Like, I saw this 20 years ago in theaters, opening fucking night on my birthday when I turned 20. And I am back in the theaters 20 years later seeing this on my birthday. And
damn,
dude, I went to a dark fucking place for like 2 days straight. I was just like, I am 40. Like,
Jesus Christ, Rob.
I didn't think it was going to affect me, man, but it fucking hit hard. But it was also super cool because it was a Fathom event. So for any of you who've never been to a Fathom event, do it. At least try and get to one. So Fathom events are really cool. They cost a little bit more. But they're totally worth it because generally before the movie starts, they manage to get writer, director, actors, whatever, to record something in advance. So you get a little insight to the anniversary of like, hey, this is where we were X amount of years ago. This is, the process we went through or whatever. So for this one, it was Rob Zombie, and he was talking about, it's like, you can't believe it's been fucking 20 years. And he, went into the story we all probably know if you're a fan of this trilogy, but like, that he did House of a Thousand Corpses and Lionsgate loved it. And they wanted a House of a Thousand Corpses 2. And he said, yeah, I'm not doing that, but I'll give you a follow-up.
Electric Corpse Salute.
Yeah. So he was like, I'm going to, it'll be a different title, the same characters, but it's going to be a very different movie. And it is a very different movie. And I think it's beautiful. I love the fucking juxtaposition and change between the two movies. I think it's just gorgeous. But
I personally think Devil's Rejects is better than House of a Thousand Corpses.
I don't think either, including Three from Hell, I don't think you can really compare any of them because they're so much their own thing. I love the directing, like how he directed House of a Thousand Corpses. It is a fucking acid trip music video. It's like his music videos as a horror film. Like the entire time he switches between fucking film to digital, reel to reel. He spliced together 2 different types of film under different lighting to make different fucking effects. He did so much, sampled sounds from movies back from the 50s. And he made a collage music video as a fucking movie, where you go to the Devil's Rejects and he straight up made a fucking horror Western. And it's unbelievable. And then you hit 3 from Hell, and he did this like pseudo doc roadshow again, because the Devil's Rejects is a roadshow. And but he really melded both of these movies together, fucking with lighting again, fucking with using different films and different cameras, which he didn't do for the Devil's Rejects, and leaning into the soundtrack again. And that's the big thing is Devil's Rejects that's Johnny Five, that's fucking Rob Zombie making that music. And then you jump into the Devil's Rejects, which he was going through this moment, which he said in the opening for the Fathom event, which he dedicated the 20th anniversary to a musician that helped him, make the music and like get the music together for the Devil's Rejects, which I thought was beautiful.
Nice.
And then he just, did a little bit of both, like for 3 from Hell. I think it was just, he has an amazing eye for directing, and he has an uncanny talent for writing.
Don't get me wrong, House of a Thousand Corpses is great, but if you haven't listened to our Patreon episode, first off, consider following and subscribing to our Patreon, please and thank you. But our episode on movies that scare us, House of a Thousand Corpses should have been on there for me, because that is a movie I watch and I know from the get-go there's no fucking hope in this movie.
Yeah.
This is a dark, scary movie, and every single time it's like, oh, maybe it's straight back to shit.
Yeah.
Like the whole fucking finding the cheerleaders in the shed and that long drawn-out shot. Oh my God.
I love it.
But also the fact of when she's trying to escape and then she fucking finds her way back to Dr. Satan. It's like, bitch, no. there is no hope in House of a Thousand Corpses, and it's terrifying each time. And then it ends in such a Texas Chainsaw way, and it's... All right, sorry.
No.
We're not here to talk about the Fireflies.
No, yeah, I mean, yes, we are. We're here to talk about Rob Zombie. At the end of the day, this is perfect. Yes, we're here to talk about El Superbeasto, but I think it's been established. This is not a good movie.
But I don't wanna.
We don't like it, and it's weird. I think this is the perfect time to actually just talk about Rob Zombie as a filmmaker, because this does not line up with anything. Between the Firefly trilogy, fucking Lords of Salem, which is, I will fucking fight people on this shit. That movie is unbelievably fucking beautiful, and it is a very well done film.
I have only not seen Lords of Salem and 31. Dude, everything else I've seen.
That you have a week, barely. You have 5 fucking days until Halloween.
Figure it out.
Your task is to watch those movies. Dude, I'm telling you.
Oh, Rob's giving me homework? Gross.
I'm telling you right now, do yourself the favor to watch Lords of Salem first. I mean, release order is Lords of Salem and then fucking 31. But watch Lords of Salem first. It is weirdly hated by so many fucking people. When people bring
That's
up,
what I've heard.
Like Rob Zombie movies are like, oh, fucking Lords of Salem. And I'm like, dude, are you forgetting the animated fuck show that he made? Like, don't shit on Lords of
Salem come out after H2? I think that was the follow-up, and people were like, well, what the fuck is this? Or it came out after Rejects. Because I think I remember feeling like, oh, 31, that's going to be the next Halloween. But no, it wasn't. I think it was... Lords of Salem to me is screaming like 2013, 14, or 15.
All right, let's see. Well, let's do this proper.
In the meantime, I'm going to give you a little mini chilling childhood. When Devil's Rejects came out, my dad rented it from Blockbuster, which was right down the street. And we rented the DVD from Blockbuster, and he wound up watching it and then just tried to return it. But it disappeared somewhere in our house, and he swears he returned it, but it disappeared somewhere in the house to where we got, for months, well over a year, we got calls from Blockbuster being like, hey, where's the Devil's Rejects? And he's like, I returned it. Don't know what to tell you, but we tore the house up to try and find it over the Devil's Rejects. And I think that's really fucking funny that Blockbuster is like, give it back. Instead of just, we don't want it. It's too graphic for us.
I mean, yeah. So, all right, release order. So, House of a Thousand Corpses in 2003. I also saw that opening.
Fuck me.
I saw that opening week. Then we go to The Devil's Rejects. Obviously, it's been 20 years, so that's 2005. Then Halloween was 2007. 2 years later, Halloween 2. The same fucking year. Yep, 2009. The same fucking year The Haunted World of El Superbeasto came out. They both dropped the same year. And then we jump forward 3 years, 2012, Lords of Salem. And
12,
then,
okay.
Yep. And then, 4 years later, 2016 was 31. And then we've got, a few more years. 2019 was 3 from Hell. Followed up with just...
Oh my God, that's 6 years.
Yep, and just 3 years ago, his last film that he had released was his first ever PG movie, The Munsters, which was released on Netflix. And that was
such a fucking weird one, but it was so good.
Yes.
No idea what to expect from that. And then it was like, fuck, all right, I'm here for this. I was expecting such a brutal, murderous monsters display. And he's like, by the way, it's PG. Hit the fucking brakes. Say what?
There was a really cool interview with him questioning why.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Obviously.
when he initially, he's been approached multiple times to do monsters, like do a monster movie, do a monster series. And he was just like, this is what I fucking grew up on. This is my bread and butter. This is what formed me. This is what formed my style. This is like, he loves the fucking monsters. And he didn't want to do...
Can you blame the man?
No, but he didn't want to fucking do a misjustice. Like, he didn't want to fucking shit on something that was near and dear to his own heart. Mm-hmm. So when he was initially approached this last time, they said, no holds barred, Rob Zombie it out, make it as bloody and as gory, do whatever you want. And he said, I can do anything I want. And he said, they said, yep. And he goes, cool, I want to make a movie for the family. He legitimately wanted to make something that a whole family could sit down and watch together. And knowing that he did that intentionally warms my fucking heart. The fact that Rob Zombie is just like, he used to sit down and watch it. It was the only time that he felt like he had family, and he wanted to create something so that people could have family. I love it. I love every moment of that movie. I'm actually planning on watching it in the next couple of days because I've watched it multiple times since it came out 3 years ago. It's a fucking great movie. It's a lot of fun. It's got some wild ass music. He goes back to his House of a Thousand Corpses directing style for this one. It's just so much fucking fun. But we were, as a whole, so out of all of those movies, I mean, the dude's done work. He's taken care of properties. No matter what anyone says, Halloween 2 is very much its own thing. It is not for everybody. It's not even for me all the time. There are times where I watch it, I'm like, man, what a good movie. There are other times where I watch it, I'm like, the fuck was he thinking? It's such like a 50-50. Like, I guess it depends on the mood I'm in. But Halloween, goddamn, bringing Danielle Harris back to play a completely wildly different character. Everything he did, he took such care to reinvent Michael Myers. I mean,
he gave us the scariest fucking Michael Myers. Like, Nick Castle, tremendous. James Jude Courtney, also fucking scary. Tyler Mane is a dump truck of a human who is a fucking... I say dump truck as a human as like size. The man was a professional wrestler and is massive.
Yeah.
And the fact he came in to play our favorite silent slasher and just fucking no holds barred, just brutalizes the shit out of every kill. again, movies that scare. There's something about Rob Zombie's first Halloween that scares me every time I watch it because I had genuine nightmares of Tyler Maine's Michael Myers. Like when he's just like walking through the Myers house and he goes, "Oh, bitch, you're in the ceiling," and starts shoving a 2x4 through the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's one of the scariest fucking things, dude.
I think for me, the scariest thing of Tyler's Michael Myers is the fact that, forgive me if you don't view it this way, but his Michael shows fucking emotion. Mm-hmm. Everyone that's played him in the past, and you know, even recently with the new revamped trilogy, whatever, Tyler's Michael, like he acted so well with his body language that you felt for him in moments. Like when
he gave him a backstory.
And when he's got Lori in the basement and he's like trying to like communicate with her. Like,
yep.
I'm not ashamed. You guys know I fucking cry, man. I tear up every fucking time because he's just like, you're my family. Like he just wants to be seen. And he's,
hey, boo. Ooh.
Dude, yeah, it's wild to me. It just does such a great fucking job. And Rob did such an amazing job too, taking a pseudo backstory that was, you know, brushed over in the opening of the original Halloween and then expanding on it, showing turmoil of like an unhealthy home, showing the descent and just breakdown of a child's mental state and his heart feeling unloved by the people that are supposed to be keeping him safe and healing him. Like all of it. Rob Zombie's a fucking genius when it comes down to this shit. So again, the fuck happened with El Superbeasto? Like it makes no fucking sense. This dude puts so much thought into every line he writes, into every shot he lines up, into coloring, lighting, fucking sound design, the fucking score, the background music, everything, every detail. You go to Devil's Rejects, the fucking whorehouse. Look, every time I fucking watch the movie, and I've seen it hundreds of times at this point, I notice something new, decoration-wise. Like he takes so much care of his films. And then we have El Superbeasto. It makes no sense. I do not understand. And if anyone out there can find an interview, like an extensive thing, not just the one and only thing I've ever found was like, I just wanted to do something weird. Like if there's an extensive interview out there where he explains why he made this, please send it to us so we can fucking maybe have an explanation. I just...
Now seems like an appropriate time to go straight to the rating. So, Rob, on a scale of 1 to 10, upside down possible chafing G-string birthmarks of Satan, how many would you give this movie?
I'm
the Haunting World of El Superbeasto.
You know me, and it's been a minute since I've done this, but fuck the fucking scale, man. I know I haven't gone off topic in a while, but -10. This is bad.
Jesus.
This is real bad. I've seen it twice, and I wish I hadn't watched it the second time. Like, this is bad. It's not good. Yeah. What about you? What's your score?
I mean, it's not much better. I'm gonna say at least a 2, because there was some, you know, chuckly moments to it. And that was, I mean, again, I wanted more of the Phantom Creep, not in the way that we got the Phantom Creep. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for adult Jason that grew up and, you know, decided to just go, that's not funny. So, I don't know. But it sounds like, and we haven't had one for the past 3 weeks, but I mean, obvious bloody legend right here, ladies and gents, and our non-binary friends, Robert Zombert.
Yeah.
Our Lord and Savior. Rob Zombie, bloody legend of the week.
Good job, Rob. You done fucked up. You did one bad movie.
But then you made it back up to us, you son of a bitch. So, Rob, that is our second to last episode of TOON-TOBER, our first TOON-TOBER. And we're bringing it to a real different type of ending. We are going, you know, from Courage the Cowardly Dog to Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? To the Haunting World of El Superbeasto. I've been wanting to talk about this movie for a very long time. No, it's not Hassel in the Castle.
Nope.
Which, fun fact, Jason went to a castle in England and then sent pictures of it to Rob and went, this fucking castle's a real hassle, man. Fun fact also, you know how when I went to England the first time and found, like, in Whitby, the location of where Bram Stoker got inspired about Dracula and Christopher Lee's Dracula cape and all that, where I sent you that picture of the castle, that's Dracula's castle from 1979.
Dude, when you sent me the picture too, I was looking at it, I was just like, why isn't he mentioning
I know this fucking place.
I was like, I feel like this, I've seen this, and he's not saying anything.
St.
He's
Michael's
just like,
Mount. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, check it out. I'm at another castle. I'm like, yeah, but isn't this like, am I fucking losing my mind? And then it was fucking 5 hours, 6 hours later, you're like, by the way, and I was just like, he had no fucking clue. And I was like, all right,
not a fucking clue.
I'm not losing my mind.
No, dude. And I like one of the in the museum portion they have of the staff like that live on the island. They're like, I remember when Dracula was being filmed and when the car was driving up the causeway. And I was like, excuse me. The second time I've come to England and I've unknowingly stumbled upon a fucking Dracula fucking gold mine? Apparently. But we're not here to talk about Dracula, surprisingly. We are ending our month of TOON-TOBER with, of course, the ever classic The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, I'm so excited for this one. Hang on. Hell yeah. All right, we just had to have a little bit of head shimmy right there. I'm so excited for this. Like, it's such a feel-good cartoon. I mean, really any of the Charlie Browns are, but
this is
Great Pumpkin.
Yeah. Fucking fantastic.
Great Pumpkin's
and this
where it's at.
Look, Jason Michaels saving TOON-TOBER because I chose El Superbeasto, and he was like, can we please do this? And I said, yeah, absolutely. This will be fucking great. I'm very excited to talk about this. This is just going to be nostalgia. Like, we're just going to be two very tall, hairy fucking kids for an entire episode. And the episode comes out in just 5 days, man. Like, you're getting 2 episodes basically, or you're getting 3 episodes back to back. It's fucking wild. You got this episode, then you got one on Halloween, and then you got one just a few days later, man. This is fucking great. So we got this shit fest. We're going to go into something really nice, and then we're going to go into something kind of somber, but we're not jumping back into the spoiler. We're not jumping back into fucking Season of Suffering right away. I know we said we were going to.
We just can't do it. It is a possibility, however.
It is.
There's a little asterisk on this episode that comes out after Great Pumpkin.
But we're going to treat this with care. We have to treat this with care. And we're not going to tell you what it is now. We absolutely do. Wait till Friday. We'll let you know at the end of our Halloween episode for the Great Pumpkin. But we're going to treat this with care. And then we're back to the fucking suffering. For real, with alien abortion.
Convergence.
I've been calling it an alien abortion over on Patreon, so I don't give a fuck.
And we're back with the Season of Suffering, or are we?
Yeah, right. We fucking derail it again. Like,
my God, dude! I remember the wrap up felt so nice, or at least finishing Birdemic, and then going Alien Convergence. That was 4 months ago. And it feels, I was sitting there going, man, it's going to be forever until we get back to that. Right. Motherfucker, it's about to happen.
Yeah, and you get 4 episodes. I don't know how to feel
about it.
You get 4 episodes of suffering, and then, thank God, a little bit of relief as we jump back into
We're never going to finish this fucking season.
Yeah. I mean, that's every season so far.
Fair.
It's the tail end of the year. Tail end of the year is crazy for everybody. Anybody who celebrates any of these holidays, the 2 major ones.
Thanksgiving.
It's just crazy, man. Yeah, let's celebrate gluttony. That's how I look at it. It's just a celebration of gluttony. Let's fucking just eat until you have to unbuckle your pants, and then hopefully you get to take a shit within 3 days. But
why do you think I always wear gym shorts to Thanksgiving dinner?
Right. I'm gonna wear sweatpants this year.
Just expanding.
I normally dress up for no fucking reason. My family doesn't give a shit what I wear, but I'm always like, I'm wearing a tie. And they're like, why? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. There's a reason to dress up.
Because.
Anyway.
Oh, Christ.
Well, This is the second to last episode of TOON-TOBER. We really hope you enjoyed this episode of us bitching and complaining and shitting on the one and only shitty Rob Zombie movie. Join us on Halloween to listen to this, and if you are in the area, I'm going to announce it here because we haven't really announced it just yet. The socials are going to be blowing the fuck up with this.
Exploding.
Your spoiler hosts are hosting a Halloween fucking concert, show, event for Middleman. Yes.
That's not a podcast. What the fuck are we doing?
We are hosting the Halloween party show for Middleman. That's right. And it will be in Rochester, New Hampshire at the East Side Tavern in Rochester, New Hampshire. Not New York. If you go to New York, you will be in the wrong fucking Rochester. So if you're in the area or if you don't have plans for Halloween and you're down for a bit of a drive, come meet us. The show starts at 7. We will be on stage introducing the band. We will be doing a trivia. There are giveaways the entire time. The bar and a brewery are doing a costume contest as well. There also will be pumpkin carving. That's right. Shit! Doesn't sound safe to me to have sharp implements and pumpkins at a bar, but who the fuck am I to judge anything?
It's only one way to find out, and that's to be there on Halloween night, baby.
Please join us. Show starts at 7. It is going to be so much fun. And if for some reason you can't be there physically, lucky for you, because we are live streaming the entire fucking show. Jason Michael, where will they be able to watch the fucking concert?
Well, for those of you that have been longtime listeners of the show, you know that Jason Michael used to be a streamer on Twitch under the name of Feisty Cheese. Well, he decided to dust off the old stream deck. We have a Twitch. Twitch.tv/spoiler sleepover. There will be games played normally. There will be games played spooky. There will be games played like with some sort of challenge theme. I'm going to basically, in one way, shape, or form, go back to what I did before, because there's a lot of games that when I stopped streaming, they were still unfinished. We'll finish them. We'll finish them eventually.
We're going to have some fun.
More specifically, Halloween night, we will be live streaming the wonderful event of Middleman in Eastside Tavern.
Yep, and I will be in movement live streaming on either Facebook or Instagram. So if you can't get onto Twitch, you can find us on one of our socials doing that. And then there will be some really cool content coming afterwards. But if you can make it out, please come hang out with us. We will be the two tall guys dressed as horror figures. Be hard to miss me in my satanic robe with my Otis Driftwood face paint. Yes, that's right. I am already telling you. So,
and a fun little teaser that I didn't even tell Rob. Look forward to our, again, twitch.tv/spoiler sleepover. We will be playing games of horror variety. Rob.
Yep.
I would like to ask this as a rhetorical question. Did you know there's a Bad Ben video game?
Fuck you. Is there really?
So join us in 5 days on Halloween for, of course, the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, but also Eastside Tavern, Rochester, New Hampshire, live stream, twitch.tv/spoiler sleepover, where we will also be playing through the Bad Ben video game.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's a real fucking thing. And yes, it's got the same guy. Nigel,
Jesus
baby.
Christ.
So until Halloween night, suckers. Sleep tight, suckers.
There is such a thing as too much tits.
Dragula!
Drag your tits.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Spoiler Sleepover, but the fun won't stop there. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and if you have any episode ideas, please send them our way at spoilersleepover@gmail.com. That'd be really fantastic of you. So, until next week, sleep tight, suckers!
Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books, movies, podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers!